Hey, ladies and you Negroes. So, men's, okay? So, this is a quick message for, hey, y'all. This is a quick message for men, especially, and ladies for awareness, okay? So, you Negroes, you men need to stop lying to women. Like, I don't understand the issue. It's best not to lie to them because an honest nigga is an attractive nigga. You understand me? Like a man that's honest, a male species that's honest, is super, 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 super sexy. So you might as well just be honest with them. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys a quick story, right? So before I say the quick story, right, you gonna lose a real one if you're not honest with her. And I know people say this all the time, but I'm dead ass serious. You gonna lose a real one, a one that's going to solidify your legacy and your lineage and all that good stuff, right? You gonna lose a real one for real, for real. Because being equally yoked really do matter. So I mean, I guess if y'all not meant to be, I guess you're not meant to be. But you can have a real one if you honest. Like an honest nigga is an attractive ass nigga. Like I can't tell y'all how sexy this shit is. So, anyways, here's a quick story. So, I don't have anything against like people with disabilities or um, like certain mutations and things like that. um, that's part of life and part of the world. People that are born certain ways, like with you know Siamese twins and people with a little arm, or just or let's say little people, things of that nature, right? Certain disabilities are easier than one to hide, right? Some you can't hide. It's like right there, and some I'm sure people can hide, and then later on in life you'll find out about that person's disability. So the story. So I kind of had a little fling with this guy, right? It was before I was celibate. Um, just kind of fresh out of my 10-year relationship with my ex. So, in our little hoe phase, ladies. To me, it ain't worth it. The whole phase, it ain't. But, whatever. I mean, it was fun in the beginning, but then it was like, yeah, I'm good. I guess I'm not that much of a hoe that I thought I was. Damn. Anyways, so um yeah, so I want to say that I put my profile up on, like, was it Tinder? I want to say it was Tinder. I want to say it was fucking Tinder that I put my profile on, just trying to kind of, meet some new people or whatever. And I met this guy, and he was looking like a bona fide, black man. You feel me? I was like, okay, and I started to chat with him. He chatted with me, and then we met up, you know. A couple of times we met up, and I noticed one of our meetups that he had like a limp, like this, weird limp or whatever. And I'm like, I don't know if I said anything. Like, I don't know if I was like, you okay? Like that. I don't know. I might have said that. I don't remember. I just know that he did say something. He did reference the limp. He was like, oh, he got hurt or something like that. He was like, he got hurt, and he like sprained his ankle or something of that nature. Something happened to his leg while he was at work, because he works with like construction and electricity, things of that nature. He works with that type of in that type of industry where you gotta be laborious. So I was like, oh, okay, whatever, So we linked up, talked for a little bit, ate some food, and went back to the hotel. You know how that go, ladies. It was okay. The time that we had, it was all right. It was like, oh, okay, whatever. Ate the pussy and all. I mean, it was all right. It wasn't like worth it. So I was like, ugh. I mean, it was okay. I received an orgasm. So, I mean, I never not receive an orgasm. Bitch, I'm gonna make that orgasm come like you. Anyways, so that happened. So um, the next morning, like I stayed overnight, you know, went to sleep, woke up in the morning. I stayed overnight and then woke up in the morning, to take a shower and everything. He went to take a shower first. Oh, mind you, I forgot to tell you. Mind you, this nigga had a hat on. He had a hat on, but when he took out his hat, like he had like in the profile, his hairline was off the chain. Like it was nice. Like he had a nice hairline. You know what I'm saying? Like he had a hairline. That's I said he was a bona fide brown man, black man, right? He looked all together with a nice beard, nice hairline, nice haircut. Like just looking good, like looking like a top tier. You feel me? So, the next morning he hurried up and went to take a shower. Which I was like, oh, why he didn't ask me to shower with him? I guess that was like maybe like girlfriend duties. I wasn't like his girlfriend or anything. It was just kind of like us getting together. So I was like, oh, interesting. Anyways, so I like to be a little bit invasive, especially, I mean, you've just been inside of me, so what are you fucking hiding, right? So the way that he just got got out the bed and hurried up and like ran into the bathroom was like kind of weird to me. So I'm real curious with fucking air signs. So I'm like, what the fuck was that about? You know what I'm saying? So I went into the bathroom. I was like, oh, morning, things like that. And I went into the shower with him. He was like, his back was towards me. So I didn't really see his hairline. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh, okay, whatever. I was just kind of like showering with him. I got in the shower with him and kind of showered too. And then I noticed that like when he came out, of the shower, I noticed that he didn't have a hairline. I was like, literally, he was like bald. Like when I tell you, when I seen him and even in the pictures, like his hairline was on point, right here, just bump, bump, the square, bump, 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 looking right. But after the shower, and then we like, who got out first? I think he got out first because I came in after him. So he got out first, and then I guess he was doing whatever he was doing, and then I had to finish up showering, and then I came out, and as I was looking at him in the mirror, I was looking like, oh, this nigga don't got no hairline. Like when I tell you he was a bald, like he was a horseshoe nigga, like it was a whole horseshoe. I mean, it was a small horseshoe. It was like a horseshoe that was leading to the big horseshoe. I was just like, whoa. I don't know if my face gave out. My face always gives out. Like, most of the times I have a poker face, though. You can't tell unless I confront you about some shit. You're not gonna know what I'm thinking. So I was just like, I don't think I said anything about it. But what kind of tipped off the hat, or however you Americans say it, what kind of drew me to, like, what the hell is this nigga on, was like, he was still limping. Like, he was still limping. And I'm like, are you okay? And he was like, yeah, my legs still hurt, this and this and that. And I'm like, oh, okay, like that. So, we went about our ways. He took me back home. It was kind of early. It was maybe like 8 or 9 in the morning, probably earlier. And he took me back home, and, that was that. And he kept in contact with me, kept trying to get back out with me, and this and this and that. He wanted to see me. And the second, like, I want to say maybe like 3 weeks later, I saw him again, like maybe 2 or 3 weeks later, I saw him again. And this time, like, we didn't get together. It was just kind of like we just chilled a little bit, just chilled or whatever. So, anyways, so he picked me up, and I don't know where he went. I think we went to like Walmart or some shit. I don't even know. I don't even like Walmart, but I think he had to stop and get something or something. I don't know, but so he was still limping. He was like, like this, and I'm like, I was like, do you have a disability? And he was like, oh yeah, this and this, and like he just kind of rushed the conversation, because I just, in my, we know, ladies, we just sometimes we don't want to believe it or whatever the red flags are. And I'm not saying that the disability he had was a red flag, but the lying aspect of his disability, um was like, I'm like, 3 weeks later, a sprained ankle would have been, healed up by now. Like, I've had plenty of sprained ankles, and them bitches, the next day, a day or so later, I'm good. I'm walking like I'm supposed to be walking. But the fact that he lied about a disability just turned me the fuck off. Like, I was like, whoa. And then he didn't have no hairline, which that was a lie too. But we ladies, we come in with long hair, and I mean, I don't really do that. Most of the time I wear my natural hair, so I'm not being deceptive when it comes to hair or a lot of makeup or long, all the things that men think that, oh, we as women artificially put on so we can be beautiful or whatever. I do that sometimes when I'm out and things like that. However, I do make sure that the guy that I'm seeing sees me natural most of the time. But anyways, being deceived in the hair department, I thought that was enough. Being deceived when it comes to your disability, oh my God, I was like, whoa, I felt like a whole dumbass. I was like, wow. I was like, you will lie about, I was like, I thought you said I don't know if I even said that to him. Like, I thought you said you had a sprained ankle. You know how niggas be lying so much? They lie so fucking much that they don't even remember their lies. So I don't know if I mentioned it to him or not, because certain things, like, I just noted when it comes to certain, like, things that I see going on in, like, a relationship that I'm in, I don't even, because to me it's not worth my time to confront it. You know what I'm saying? When I immediately said, I thought, you said you had a sprained ankle, and now you're like, rushing the conversation of you having a disability. You said you was born like that. I don't like to, like, just like, wow, why the fuck would you lie about some shit like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just note it and be like, oh, well, I'm never gonna see his ass again. Because I'm like, if you can lie about your own disability and being real with who you are, I mean, the horseshoe head was enough. I mean, it wasn't enough. I was just like, okay, he can try to be like, well, you females, and I'm like, well, you can't put all of us females in one category. You dealing with me. You not dealing with you females. You dealing with me. To an account. But when I found out about his disability, him being born like that, I'm just like, and then the whole fact was that he literally rushed the conversation of his disability as if he was not comfortable with it, which that's fine. You maybe you're not comfortable with it. You know what I'm saying? Who am I to be like, why are you not comfortable with your, your insecurities, your disabilities, whatever it is? I mean, yeah, I'm in the healing industry, but the way that I heal people is to let them come into their own awareness, So when he did that, it was just like, okay, you just a lying ass, disabled ass motherfucker. That yes, you insecure, you not sure who you are, you probably lied to women and tell them the same thing you done told me. Women that you feel is like, damn, top tier, damn, she'll never go with me if I tell her I'm disabled. Let me just tell her I got a sprained ankle and get it in, and then I can brag about, oh yeah, I done bugged her or whatever the case may be, and I'm a whole disabled nigga. You know what I'm saying? So that's all them niggas ain't shit, I swear to God. Even them disabled ass motherfuckers ain't shit. Like, nigga, that shit, I felt like a dumbass. I was like, and he did have the nerve to call me back, I think maybe like some months later, and tried to reconcile. And I'm like, no, I'm good. Like, I don't do stuff like that. Like, you don't know who you are, you're not happy with yourself, and you lied to me about you having a disability. So anyways, you guys, this turned out to be a longer story than I thought. Y'all have a great day. You guys tell me, like, what's the worst lie that a man told y'all? Like, what's the worst fucking lie? Like, to me, I want to say that probably tops it, because that's a disability you was born with, you know like his whole plan. Because it's not like, if we was about to go together, which, I mean, initially it was just us getting together, not in no relationship status or wanting a relationship, so whatever. But I guess his whole plan was, it's nasty to think about, and it's disgusting to think about, that he's online fishing for top tier women, fine women, women of caliber, and lying to them and telling them that he has, oh, it's just a sprained ankle just to fuck him. It's disgusting to me. So y'all let me know what's the worst lie that a nigga done told you. All right, peace.